Hey, what is up everybody? It is Austin, and today, well, I got a little bit of a product review for you, and this one is honestly, I think, a little useful here. I've already used it. I've had to repackage it up so that I can tell you guys a little bit about it and show you what it's all about. So let's jump right into it. All right, so we're here in the back of the Ram Charger, and we got this Oiiwak or Oiiwak or however you want to pronounce it. You can see it's spelled right there. Packaging, pretty simplistic. I got it open. Manual coming right out for me. We'll go over that here in a second. But it does say that it is a 15M, so that's 15 meter. It is a 50-foot cable, really long, probably a lot more than what I really needed, but we have it, okay? That's great. We can do a lot of things with that. Opening it up, really simplistic. Still has a nice clean plastic on it. We'll take that off here in just a second. Let's go ahead and open this guy up just a little bit more. There you can see all that extra cord, the camera. We got a charging cord. It does use micro USB, so USB to, USB-A to micro USB. You should be able to use any micro USB connector, I believe, but we'll figure that out when we get there. We have our different camera ends. So there's a hook, 90-degree view. What are the other ones? Let me get these out of here for you guys. So we have ourselves a hook, a magnet, and our 90-degree view there, and then our standard flat-faced one, which comes with the already on the camera end. And going back to our manual here, looks pretty simple. It's all in English. Going over here, we got plenty of pictures. It should show us what the different buttons are used for. Manual, or the menu tree. My bad, manual tree. It is a manual, but we got our menu tree. Descriptions of the buttons, all that stuff. It looks like you can connect it to a computer. I'm guessing it's more of the, there's a USB mode, so that you can connect it to your computer. Haven't done that part yet. But all different things that you can do with this portable handheld endoscope. So again, I've already used this on the Ram Charger here. I was having some issues. Unfortunately, it didn't make it into an actual video. I was having an issue where the truck wasn't running right, and I was told, hey, look for a pinched line, and I didn't want to drop the whole tank before I, started trying to diagnose it. So I was able to get this to go a specific way, and it would stay rigid for the inspection that I needed to do. Now, I don't know how well it works for the whole 50-foot length. Obviously, anything that is strong, that is 50-foot long, it's going to have some sort of sag. This is a encased wire, so, there's going to be some sag in it. It's for inspection use. It's not going to be something that, you're 50 feet away and you expect it to last or be super straight 50 feet straight up or 50 feet straight out. I don't think that's possible. I don't think I've ever seen anything work that way, but we do have a 50-foot cord that we can use to inspect, let's say, plumbing, drainage, if we had a really long fuel line, or inside of a tube, if we were welding up a frame or something like that, like a tubular frame. You could use something like this to inspect the welds from the inside or something like that. So that could be an idea for you guys if you guys are looking into something. There will be a link to the Amazon page, so you can go ahead and take a look at them, check it out, take a look. They do offer quite a few. They have quite a few of them, but they have a big variety of them that you can take a look at on their Amazon shopping store site page, I guess. I had a whole bunch of words, so it's their shop. And they do have quite a few different versions of this. They have a handheld one, just like this. They have a little bit of a tablet-like one, and I believe, with my little bit of research online, they have one that you connect your phone to, and you can actually steer just the end of this. I'd love to take a look at that one day, maybe in the future. We'll see. But I do want to go ahead and do a little bit of practical testing with this, and I think the best place to do that is going to be the Ram Charger back behind me that was a burnt out truck. The engine had been caught, or the engine had some fire-related damage done to it, so it was on fire at one point. And let's go ahead and pull a spark plug and see what the cylinder walls look like on that thing, and we'll go from there. All right, so let me go ahead and pull one of these spark plug boots off, and well, it was on fire. Let me grab the right socket. All right, so I got what I believe to be the right socket. This ratchet's a little broken, so we'll still use it. There we go. And get that loosened up. It was a little loose. So let's get this out of here. We'll turn on our camera. Already got a little length of the wire taken out. There's quite a bit of wire here. Me personally, I don't know if I will use all 50 foot, but I'll have most of it. And if I need it, I got it. They do offer shorter section wire. I don't know if it's specifically for this camera, but they do have different ones that, you know, different cameras with different lengths. Let me bring this up here to you guys. There's our spark plug. It doesn't look too bad. This vehicle was supposed to have pretty regular maintenance, so we'll see what we can do. Come over here, get our brand new camera dirty. I know, it sucks. I hate to do it, but it's got to happen. You'll get this screen right here. And what we'll do is I will try to record this for you guys. It does have a couple different resolutions, and we can go over here to the settings, the menu. We have different resolutions that you can do. Let's see what else. Language, you can switch up the language, brightness, zoom, rotate, and that would be like the rotation of the camera on the screen at least. And then we have a couple other things. So let's back out of there real quick. That's not as important. What we're looking for here, and we'll go over, let me show you these two. We have our camera mode down here in the bottom left, camera, video. You can look at the pictures because there is an SD card on here. And then your settings. We're going to go ahead and do the video. We're going to start recording that. And the hope is that I can record this and put it up on the video for you guys. Now this is just using the straight in camera view. This looks about right. That's probably better. All right, let's get in here. And this piston looks like it's all the way up. Not too much carbon buildup on there. Sides. Don't know what that is. I don't know if that's piston design or what. Let's look over here. Can we get any more on the wall? I don't know, guys. I don't know if that looks too good or what, but let's crack open one more cylinder because that one's all the way up. And let's see if we can find out anything else, because I think this camera is really cool. I believe that with the design and how it's built, it should be perfectly fine for any automotive use. That's just my opinion. I know that there's a lot of other brands out there, but this might be another one to take a look at. So let's open this one up real quick, because I have no idea what the actual health of this engine is. I do know that it was daily driven before, but with a endoscope or bore camera, whatever you want to call it, you can definitely take a look at what's going on in the cylinder at least. Here's this one. I'll show it to you guys right there. All right. And let's grab this Borescope, still recording. All right. We'll get this guy, shoved it down in there. This guy's all the way down. Alrighty. So we see that those two little notches there again on the piston. So that looks like that might be stock. I haven't broken down one of these engines before, so I wouldn't know. Let's see, can we zoom in? We got brightness here. You can kind of see that. And that is on the LED of the actual end on the camera. Let's see, do we have any other options here that we can use to look into? I almost wish it had a self-focusing, but it's really hard to do that with a small camera like this. So that's really cool. I will say that's awesome. I can actually see in there too with the light, and just looking around. You can give this a slight little bend near the end of the camera and maybe get a little bit better angle. Maybe a little bit better. It looks like with one of the other cameras that they offer with the adjustable end, that would be really cool so that you could, you know, turn it back around on itself. But for what this one has to offer with the 50-foot cord, that's a lot of length. I mean, you could run the whole frame of this truck and be perfectly fine. Let's try something else. You know what? See, valve cover. Can we see what the inside of this valve cover looks like? Oh, it doesn't look too good. We'll get it lost down in here maybe. Ugh. Let's take this rag out, see if we can get a straight down in shot. Ooh, those rockers are not looking too good. Let's see if we can give that camera a little bit of an angle, and we'll snake it down in there. This is trying to test out the rigidity of this cable without it getting hung up on too much. There's this little vent here. Okay, so it looks like might be a little bit of oil buildup in there, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit of rust. So, I mean, it does happen with these engines if they get sat out in the rain after, you know, catching on fire. But there you go. That's one good use for this. You can take a look into different passages as long as it'll fit the camera. A little hard to get it bent just the right way to get it started in certain areas, but hey guys, you get that with these kind of jobs, right? I would say it's still a good camera. I am very thankful that Oiiwak would send this out for us to test. I do have one other thing I want to try, and we'll go from there, okay? Might be a little disturbing, so I will put that out there just right away. We will be checking out a sewer line real quick. We do have a septic system, so we have a really, really long sewage line that we can take a look at. It has been used today, so can't promise that we won't see nothing. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump over there real quick, and I will show you guys what we're talking about. All right, and here we are. Gotta pop this cap open real quick, but this is one of our main lines for sewage. And this camera does also have water resistance on the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take a little bit more of this line out. Now this would have been an amazing camera to have. I think it was a couple winters ago. It got so cold here that it actually froze the line and the ground, and it broke the line. So it's just from the ground shifting, contracting, and stuff like that. That's what we found out after digging it up. But with 50 feet, we probably would have been able to find out where the break was and pinpoint the line a little bit better. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. But now I know, and I got one of these cameras. So what I can do is I can grab this camera here, and I can put it down in there. Looks like it might have a little bit of sand in there, actually. It does hold its rigidity, though, which is nice. But, yeah. We can take a look in there. Let's take this back up. Good thing we're wearing gloves, guys. Again, messing with this kind of stuff is a little gross, but, I mean, it's necessary sometimes. You know what I mean? Let's get this down in there, and we'll turn it. So there's the outlet from the house. This septic system has been in here for forever, okay? So it's expected to see some not clean things in there, and take a look down that line as well. So it looks like the bottom of the line is nice and clean. A little bit of buildup on the sides right here at this joint. That's not that bad. All right, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Nice and gross, last thing to finish off. But I would say this is definitely a decent camera to have. You can record. You can go back and take a look at your videos, and it is in HD. I think it's 1080p or something along those lines, but you can scale it down as well if you really wanted to. With that said, I will let you guys go take a look at this camera, this device, with the link down below, and I'll let you guys make your own decisions. With all of that said, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.